Picture this. It's Tuesday morning. You wake up, walk to the kitchen, and pour yourself a glass of water. You reach for that pill organizer on the counter, the one filled with the colorful capsules and tablets you've been told are your insurance policy against aging. You swallow the calcium for your bones, the iron for your energy, the multivitamin because, well, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? For decades, we've been sold a story. Magazines featuring smiling seniors playing tennis, holding bottles of pills like trophies. Doctors handing out generic advice like candy. The $50 billion supplement industry relies on one thing: your fear of getting older and your trust that they have the answer. But what if I told you that the very routine you believe is saving you is actually creating a ticking time bomb inside your body? What if that bone-strengthening pill is actually turning your arteries into stone? What if that energy booster is rusting your liver from the inside out? Think about it closely. Despite the handful of pills, do you feel vibrant? Or have you noticed a creeping fatigue that coffee can't fix? Maybe unexplained muscle cramps that jolt you awake at 3 a.m. Or nagging digestive issues that started right around the time you decided to get healthy and ramp up your vitamins. These aren't just symptoms of getting old. They are warning shots. They are biological distress signals that your body's delicate mineral balance is under attack by the very supplements you bought to protect it. In this video, we are going to tear down the marketing lies. We are going to expose the 4 supplements that are silently sabotaging your health after age 60, ranked from dangerous to life-threatening. But we won't leave you there. We will also reveal the 4 holy grail supplements backed by real, peer-reviewed science that can actually reverse age-related damage, rebuild your cellular engines 40% faster than treatments costing thousands of dollars, yet most seniors have never even heard its name. Get a pen and paper. You are going to want to take notes. Let's rewrite your health destiny.
Let's start with the danger list. These are the wolves in sheep's clothing. Saboteur number 4, iron supplements. Coming in at number 4 is a mineral that most people think equals energy: iron. If you tell a doctor you're feeling tired, 7 out of 10 times their knee-jerk reaction is to suggest iron. It sounds logical, right? You need iron for blood. Blood carries oxygen. Oxygen equals energy. But here is the biological reality check for everyone over 60. Unless you are bleeding, your body has almost no way to get rid of excess iron. When we were younger, or for women during their reproductive years, the body had a natural monthly release valve. But after menopause, and for older men, that valve is closed. So what happens when you keep pouring iron into a closed tank? It overflows. But it doesn't just spill over. It oxidizes. Think of a nail left out in the rain. It rusts. That visual you see right now, that is essentially what happens to your cells. Excess iron acts as a free radical generator. It attacks your liver tissues. It damages the beta cells in your pancreas. This condition is like internal rusting. A massive study in 2022 from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 8,000 seniors. The results were terrifying. Those popping iron pills without a diagnosed deficiency had a 31% increase in liver damage markers and an 18% higher rate of diabetes. Why? Because that rust destroys insulin sensitivity. The solution: if you are tired, do not blindly take iron. Go to your doctor and demand a ferritin test. Not just hemoglobin, ferritin. That measures your storage. If your numbers are high, iron is the enemy, not the friend. If you must take it because of anemia, Never take it with coffee or tea. They block absorption. Take it with vitamin C, like half an orange. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 67-year-old teacher. She was exhausted. She took iron for 6 months. Her joint pain exploded, and she became pre-diabetic. Why? Her ferritin was nearly 400, toxic levels. Once she stopped the iron and actually donated blood to lower her levels, her energy returned and her joint pain vanished. She wasn't tired because she lacked iron. She was tired because she was toxic.
Saboteur number 3, high-dose synthetic vitamin E. Next, at number 3 is the beauty vitamin gone wrong. High-dose vitamin E. Walk into a pharmacy and you'll see bottles shouting 400 IU or 1,000 IU. It promises heart health and glowing skin, but there is a dirty secret in the manufacturing process. 90% of those cheap bottles contain synthetic vitamin E. Here is the problem. In nature, vitamin E is a complex family. In a lab, it's an isolate. When you flood your body with a massive dose of synthetic vitamin E, it acts like a bully in a cafeteria. It monopolizes all the receptors in your cells. See that diagram? The big synthetic vitamin E molecules are blocking the doors. This prevents other crucial nutrients and even the natural vitamin E from your food from doing their jobs. A meta-analysis of 135,000 people showed that high-dose supplementation actually increased all-cause mortality by 4%. It also interferes with vitamin K, which you need for blood clotting. This is why seniors on high-dose vitamin E often see unexplained bruises on their arms. The solution? Taper off the high doses. You only need about 150 IU, and it must be natural. Look for mixed tocopherols on the label. Or, better yet, eat 1 ounce of sunflower seeds. That's it. That gives you 37% of your daily needs in the perfect biological package that your body actually recognizes.
Saboteur number 2, calcium carbonate. Now brace yourselves. Number 2 is going to upset some people because doctors hand this out like candy. Calcium carbonate. These are those chalky, giant white tablets. They are cheap, making up 85% of the market. And for a senior, they are a disaster waiting to happen. Here's the physiology. To absorb calcium carbonate, you need strong stomach acid. But guess what happens after age 60? Your stomach acid production drops by nearly 40%. If you take acid reflux meds, it's even lower. So you swallow this rock. It sits in your stomach, undigested. It causes bloating, severe constipation, and the absorption is terrible, maybe 10%. But the 10% that does get absorbed hits your blood in a massive wave. Your body panics. It has too much calcium in the blood and nowhere to put it. It doesn't go to your bones because it lacks the guides to get there. So it settles in the soft tissues. It settles in your heart valves. It settles in your arteries. That image is arterial calcification. You are trying to build bone, but you are actually building a statue out of your cardiovascular system. A 2024 study showed women taking high-dose calcium carbonate had a 27% increase in arterial hardening and, wait for it, more fractures than those who didn't take it. It completely defeats the purpose. The solution? If you need calcium, switch to calcium citrate. It doesn't need stomach acid to work, and never take more than 500 milligrams at once. But honestly, 1 cup of cooked collard greens has 357 milligrams of calcium that your body loves. Eat your calcium. Don't swallow rocks.
Saboteur number 1, high-dose vitamin A, retinol. And now the number 1 silent killer, the one hiding in your multivitamin, performed vitamin A or retinol. We worry about deficiency, but in the modern world, seniors are facing toxicity. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. It doesn't wash out like vitamin C. It stays. It accumulates in your liver and your fat for years.
Here is the cruel irony. Excess vitamin A commands your body to activate cells called osteoclasts. Those cells you see chomping away, those are osteoclasts. Their job is to dissolve bone. High levels of vitamin A stimulate these cells to break down your skeleton while simultaneously telling the bone-building cells to go to sleep. You are literally programming your bones to self-destruct. A study of 72,000 seniors found that those with the highest vitamin A intake from supplements had a 48% higher risk of hip fracture. The solution? Check your multivitamin immediately. If it has more than 1,500 micrograms or 5,000 IU of retinol or retinol palmitate, throw it out. You want beta-carotene. That's the stuff in carrots and sweet potatoes. Your body is smart. It only converts beta-carotene into vitamin A if and when it needs it. It has a built-in safety switch. Retinol supplements do not.
Part 2. The revitalizers. Start taking these. Take a deep breath. We've cleared the minefield. Now let's talk about reconstruction. These are the 4 supplements that can transform your health, rebuild your energy, and protect your mind. Revitalizer number 4, Magnesium Glycinate. If calcium is the brick, magnesium is the mortar, yet 68% of you watching this are deficient. Standard blood tests fail here because magnesium hides inside your cells, not your blood. If you have leg cramps, insomnia, high blood pressure, or anxiety, that is your body screaming for magnesium. But do not buy magnesium oxide. That is basically a laxative. You want magnesium glycinate. Glycinate is magnesium bound to glycine, an amino acid that calms the brain. It passes the blood-brain barrier. It relaxes your arterial walls, which naturally lowers blood pressure. In a clinical trial, seniors taking 400 milligrams of this specific form saw their arterial stiffness reverse by the equivalent of 5 years. Their sleep quality improved by 35%. The protocol: take 200 milligrams in the afternoon and 200 milligrams before bed. It will change your sleep life. Just remember, keep it 2 hours away from any calcium you take, or they will fight for absorption. Revitalizer number 3, vitamin D3 with K2. Number 3 is a partnership. You probably take vitamin D3, but taking D3 without K2 is like buying a fast car and removing the steering wheel. D3 is the engine. It pulls calcium out of your gut and into your blood. That's great, but once the calcium's in the blood, vitamin D cannot control where it goes. That is where K2 comes in. Look at this mechanism. K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin. This protein grabs the calcium from your bloodstream and physically hammers it into the bone matrix. Without K2, that calcium drifts into your arteries. Remember the heart statues? A 2024 study showed that the D3 plus K2 combination increased bone density by 3% while reducing arterial calcification by 12%. It cleans your arteries while building your bones. The protocol: you want the MK7 form of K2. It lasts 72 hours in your body. Take 5,000 IU of D3 combined with 180 micrograms of K2, MK7. Take it with a fatty meal like eggs or avocado because these are fat-soluble nutrients. Note, if you are on blood thinners like warfarin, talk to your doctor first. Revitalizer number 2, PQQ, pyrroloquinone. Now for the secret weapon. This is the supplement that most doctors haven't caught up with yet, PQQ. To understand PQQ, you need to understand energy. You have tiny power plants in your cells called mitochondria. As we age, these power plants die off. By age 70, you have lost about 50% of them. This is why you feel old. This is why recovery is slow. Most supplements like CoQ10 just provide fuel for the old, rusty power plants you have left. But PQQ is different. PQQ is the only nutrient known to stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis.
See that splitting action? That is PQQ stimulating your cell to grow brand new, fresh, young mitochondria. It's not just fueling the car, it's adding a second engine. It is 5,000 times more potent as an antioxidant than vitamin C. In studies, it improved cognitive processing speed and short-term memory by 30%. It brings your brain back online. The protocol. Look for Bio-PQQ on the label. Take 20 milligrams in the morning. It gives you energy, so don't take it at night. Pair it with CoQ10 for the ultimate fuel plus engine combo. Helen, our retired librarian from Boston, went from needing naps at 2 p.m. to playing with her grandkids until sunset after just 8 weeks on this combo. Revitalizer number 1, Omega-3, high DHA and EPA. And finally, the number 1 supplement that outperforms many prescription drugs in longevity studies, high-quality Omega-3s. But here's the catch. You're probably taking the wrong kind or the wrong dose. Your brain is 60% fat. It is literally made of this stuff, specifically a fat called DHA. After age 60, your body loses the ability to make DHA from plants like flax seeds or walnuts. You must ingest it directly. You need a high dose. That bargain bin fish oil with 300 milligrams of omega-3, it's useless. You need therapeutic doses. EPA is the fire extinguisher. It lowers inflammation in the heart and joints. DHA is the architect. It rebuilds the structure of your brain and retina. A massive meta-analysis of 50,000 people showed that high omega-3 levels corresponded to a biological age that was 5 years younger than chronological age. It slows the shrinking of the brain. The protocol. You have 2 choices. High-grade fish oil. Look for small fish sources like anchovies or sardines to avoid mercury. Algae oil. This is the future. It's where the fish get their omega-3s from. It's cleaner, sustainable, and has no fishy burps. Aim for a total of 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily. Not 3,000 milligrams of fish oil, but 3,000 milligrams of the active ingredients listed on the back. Check Richard's story, a 70-year-old firefighter. His triglycerides were sky high, 285. After 3 months of high-dose algae omega-3s, they dropped to 142. His joint pain vanished, and his senior moments of memory loss stopped happening.
Conclusion, your new strategy. We have covered a lot of ground today. The difference between declining into frailty and thriving with vitality often comes down to these microscopic decisions we make every morning. The supplement industry wants you confused. They want you buying the cheap calcium and the synthetic vitamin E because it's profitable. But now you are armed with the science. Here is my challenge to you for today. I want you to go to your medicine cabinet right now. Turn those bottles around. Do you see calcium carbonate? Do you see retinol palmitate, vitamin A? Do you see iron when you aren't anemic? If you do, it's time to clean house. It's time to stop paying to damage your own body. Start with the basics. Add the magnesium glycinate for sleep and blood pressure. Introduce the D3 and K2 for your bones and arteries. And if you want that next level energy, look into PQQ and omega-3s. Your future self, the one who is walking tall, thinking clearly, and living independently 10 years from now, is begging you to make these changes today. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of the bad 4 are sitting on your shelf right now? And which of the good 4 are you most excited to try? Is it the brain-boosting PQQ or the artery-clearing K2? Leave a comment below. We read every single one, and we will try to give you personalized tips based on your situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more truth-telling about WellWise. Here is to your longevity. We'll see you in the next video.